Yeah, it's finally back. Hello and welcome to the CR7 Fleet Car Series Season 6. Or should I call it Fleet Car Friday? I made it up myself, as if you couldn't tell. Anyways, this is Season 6 of the Fleet Car Series. After almost a year being away, the drivers have had some time to relax and whatnot. And also we have a new entry. Let me introduce you to Gladiator, the replacement for Old School, because the driver of Old School retired and the entry was retired. But I still have the car with me, there it is. So this is the Gladiator entry, and the driver is rocking a Chevy Camaro fire suit. So here's our reigning champion, Blue Blur. Put on a clinic last season, I do believe. Well, we had a lot of different winners, but he was the one that got it done. Also, the safety penguins are over here. Well, not too many safety penguins because there's only two for the medical personnel. There's driver of Old School, aka Dr. Wilkerson. He's fully focusing on his doctor ventures. So that's why he stepped away from driving. So anyways, without further ado, let's get this started. And the pole sitter is Blue Blur. The reigning champion gets to go first, considering they won the title. Also, there was some weird debris on the racetrack, which looked like some waste, but the safety team got it all cleaned up and the track is now ready to race. So, here we go. That was Gladiator. He started at the tail end of the field to get a feel for the madness. Also, did you notice the wall right there? It's been re-added after all this time. So, obviously Darkin's going to be last here, but I'm going to have to figure out who's in first very carefully. It looks like hatch number 3 is first place. So, here's hatch number 3. Accidents of that divider that causes a lot of damage. Here's hatch number 2. And first flip of the season did not take long. We was off on his side, but still counts as a flip. Here's multi-car number 1. And his very fragile rear bumper already gets taken off. Here is Smasher. Oh, his front end came off. He's gonna have to get that repaired for the repair rule, which I've updated. You can have 2 repairs now. Here's multi-color number 4. Oops, okay. I may have tampered with the running order a little bit soon. Oh well. Okay, so that was multi-color number 4. I may have tampered with the running order. I do believe Fire Stopper is next. That was an accident. Whoa. Wow, that was bizarre. Never seen that before. Here's Blue Blur, our reigning champion. Oh, it's like running into a brick wall. There's no give. It looks like multi-car number 3 is next. He's just gonna stay careful. I don't blame him. Here is Whiteout. That's a pretty good tactic there. Here is Gladiator, the rookie. Oh, and he forces another car out of bounds. First out of bounds thing of the season. By the way, that floor that the camera's sitting on, that's an out of bounds area. In case you're new to the Fleet Car Series, here is Greenish. Oh, almost out of bounds there. Gotta touch the floor to count as out of bounds. Here is Half and Half. Oh, that's a teammate. Here is Shadow. And another teammate. Here is hatch number 1. Ooh, it's getting clogged up. Here is multi-color number 2. Ouch. And here's Darkened to end the segment. And he runs into a brick wall full of his fellow competitors. There's multi-cut number 3 that went out of bounds. So it looks like Gladiator's going to take the segment win in his first start. He's already putting in the good work. So let's skip straight to the results. And here are the results for segment 1. Gladiator takes the segment win. Wow, first try. I appreciate your determination. Hatch number 2 is second. Third is hatch number 3. Fourth is Greenish. Fifth, Smasher. Sixth, multi-cut number 1. Seventh place goes to half and half. Eighth, Whiteout. Ninth, multi-cut number 4. 10th, Shadow. 11th, Blue Blur, and hatch number 1 will round out the 12th spot. So here are the drivers that will be getting an early exit. Firestopper, Darkened, multi-cut number 3, and multi-cut number 2 have been eliminated. Multi-cut number 3 went out of bounds, which is this floor. If a car touches this floor, like even if it's like toppled over like this, that means they're out of the race. Just in case if you're new to the Fleet Car series. So anyways, let's get to the second segment. Segment number 2, and Gladiator's going to start us off for the first time. Let me just fasten the roof so it doesn't have a big accident. All right, here we go. We just bounced off the door. And Smasher's testing out the new wall. And so is Shadow. And hatch number, whoever that is, hatch number 1, I think. All right, let's see who gets into segment 3 to try and get a guaranteed top 5 or top 10 finish. All right, let's see who's in the lead. Looks like hatch number 2 is leading. His hatch keeps malfunctioning like it does. Looks like Shadow is going to be last, so I'll move him out of the way. So hatch number 2 can pass. Oh, another hard hit. Something flew off. I don't know what it was, but it looks painful. So here's Greenish now. Oh, the whole roof collapsed actually. That was a harder hit than I thought. So the drivers are gonna have to be careful because here comes hatch number half and half, excuse me. And some of the debris gets pushed out of the racetrack. Here's Gladiator. And one piece went flying towards the camera. Watch my camera equipment, you bunch of hot dogs. Here's Smasher. And off goes Greenish. He's done for the day. Here's Whiteout. Ooh, soft hit there. Here's multi-cut number 4. Nice gentle hit there. Here's hatch number 3. And off goes Smasher. Another one bites the dust. Here is Blue Blur. Ooh, almost another one. Here's multi-cut number 1. And hatch number 1. And here comes Shadow to try and force his way into the next segment. I think he did just that. We'll have to see. But there's big damage to our segment winner. That was the hatch of hatch number 2 that actually flew towards the camera. Let me clean all this up. Wow, big damage to hatch number 2. The drivers can do a full repair to the car, but at the start of the segment, they'll have to drop to the rear. I don't know if that sounds fair or not, but, you know. Hatch number 2 wins the segment, so let's get to the results. And here are the results for segment 2. Hatch number 2 takes the segment win. His car has been fully repaired, but despite him winning the segment, he will have to start at the tail end of the field. So hatch number 3 will start us off in the start of segment 3. He is second place. Third is Whiteout. Fourth is half and half. Fifth is hatch number 1. Sixth, multi-cut number 4. Gladiator is 7th, and 8th is Shadow. So Blue Blur, multi-cut number 1, Smasher, and Greenish are eliminated. So let's get into segment 3. Segment 3, and except for hatch number 2 who got a full car repair, hatch number 3 will start us off. Hatch number 2 starting at the rear of the field because he repaired his car fully. I'm not sure if that sounds fair or not. It's kind of like when you crash your car in qualifying, you start from the back of the field. So it's kind of the same thing, but not. So anyways, here we go. Pretty good gain of positions despite starting at the back of the field for that segment. Now let's see who will be the final four to compete for the win. This should be exciting. All right. Let's see what we've got here. We have multicolor number 4 out front by very little over Gladiator. So here's multicolor number 4. Oh, up on her roof. She's in a vulnerable position. That's one of our female drivers. Here's Gladiator. Oh, he's flipping too. It's a up and over epidemic. Here's hatch number 3. He avoids the melee. Here's, let's see, Whiteout. Oh, wow, he almost collided with multicolor number 4. Here's half and half. Oh, flipped right back over with Gladiator. Now he's in first. He's not out of bounds. Here's hatch number 2, who started from the back of the field. Wow, he's making good progress. Here's Shadow. Oh, on hatch number 3 gets bumped. And here is hatch number 1 to end the segment. And half gets bumped too. Which means Gladiator will win segment 3. As you can see, half and hatch number 3 are both eliminated here. So Gladiator's going to win the segment. Second segment win for that car already. He's putting on a clinic today. So let's get to the results. And here are the final 4 that will be competing for the win in race 1 of this new season. Gladiator takes the segment win. He is putting on an absolute clinic today. Hatch number 2 is second after starting from the back in segment 3, which is the previous segment. Hatch number 1 is third, and Shadow will squeak through and get 4th. So, Whiteout, multicolor number 4, half and hatch number 3 are eliminated. So, let's get to the final segment. The final segment. And Gladiator will start us off. By the way, if he wins this race, he'll become the second driver to win in his first start. The first being Smasher in Season 2 when I had the roster expansion. So, here we go. Hey, wait a second. Where's your rear bumper at? You can't start without a rear bumper. Someone must have stole it. Alright, good news is they got it back. They got the rear bumper back. Some crazed dum-dum trying to steal it. Alright, so here we go. Now we can start. Alright, let's see who will take the win. By the way, the person who stole the rear bumper has been apprehended. He's been escorted out of the racetrack. So here's the out of bounds area. If a car touches that, that means they're out of the race. All right. Let's see if one of these very talented drivers can seal the deal. Gladiator's going to be first here. Hatch number 1 is second. Hatch number 2 is third. Oh, the roof thing's starting to come off. Safety first. And Shadow is going to be last here. So here is Gladiator. Wow, that's a perfect run. Here's hatch number 1. Here's hatch number 2. What's Shadow going to do to try to win the race? And try and steal Gladiator's chances of winning his first start? Let's find out. Oh man, big accident, and Gladiator is out of bounds. No first start win for you, but Shadow has suffered massive damage. And he won the race. Good for him. He gave it his all and it paid off. I appreciate the resilience, but man, that is big damage. Here come the safety penguins. I drive slowly because Dr. Wilkerson is not fastened into the car. Gladiator sits heartbroken over here. He's like, oh well, there's plenty more chances to get my first win. I don't have to win in my first start to make a big scene. But looks like Shadow will win the race upside down. Looks like everything held up pretty good. Let's take a look here. Let's just praise the safety stuff. camera off the tripod here so you can get a good look here. Look at that. He's good. He's safe. He's perfectly fine. The safety thing's doing as it intended to. Or it's doing as intended. Yeah. So let's get to the results. And here is the race winner, Shadow, getting his first win of the season. And he's pretty excited that he won the race, even though his car is destroyed. That's not the only time he's won a race and his car has been destroyed. A couple times, so not his first rodeo. He picks up the win. Gladiator over here is still optimistic, even though he blew his chance of getting his first win in his first start, like Smasher did in Season 2. But he doesn't really care much about that. All he cares is getting his first win, any chance that he can get. And this chance just wasn't it, so he'll keep trying. So Shadow's going to take a quick trip to the care center to get checked out after that crash. The ambulance is waiting for him. Dr. Wilkerson's waiting for him to finish his celebrations first. So anyways, that'll do it for the first race of Season 6 of the Fleet Car series. So stay tuned next Friday for another Fleet Car Friday installment. So, see you then.